At a city railway station, there lived a beggar. He survived by asking for alms from passengers traveling on trains. One day, while he was begging, he noticed a tall man dressed in a suit and boots. The beggar thought, "This man looks very rich. If I ask him for alms, he will surely give me a good amount." So the beggar approached him. Seeing the beggar, the tall man said, "Do you always keep asking? Have you ever given anything to anyone?" The beggar replied, "Sir, I'm a beggar. I only ask from people. I don't have the status or capacity to give anything to anyone." The tall man said, "If you cannot give anything to others, then you have no right to ask either. I'm a businessman, and I believe only in exchange. If you have something to give me, only then can I give you something in return." After saying this, the tall man boarded the train and left. The beggar kept thinking about what the man had said. His words deeply affected him. He started wondering, maybe this is why I never get much money, because I don't give anything in return. But I am a beggar, what can I possibly give? Still, how long will I keep asking without giving anything? After thinking a lot, the beggar made a decision. Whoever gives him alms, he would give something back in return. But the question remained, what could a beggar give? 2 days passed and he still had no answer. On the third day, while sitting near the station, he noticed some flowers blooming on plants nearby. He thought, why not give flowers in return for alms? He liked the idea. He plucked some flowers and went back to the train to beg. Now, whenever someone gave him money, he would give them a few flowers in return. People happily accepted the flowers and kept them with smiles. Every day, the beggar collected flowers and distributed them in exchange for alms. Within a few days, he noticed that many more people were giving him money. As long as he had flowers, people kept giving, but when the flowers ran out, the alms stopped too. One day, while begging, he saw the same tall man sitting in the train, the man who had inspired him to give something in return. The beggar quickly approached him and said, "Today I have something to give you, some flowers. If you give me alms, I will give you flowers in return." The tall man gave him some money, and the beggar handed him the flowers. The man smiled and said, "Wow, you've become a businessman just like me." After saying this, the man got down at his station. Once again, the man's words touched the beggar deeply. His eyes sparkled with excitement. He felt as if he had found the key to success. He got off the train, looked up at the sky, and loudly declared, "I am not a beggar. I am a businessman. I can become rich too." People thought he had gone crazy. From the very next day, the beggar was never seen at that station. 6 months later, at the same station, 2 well-dressed businessmen met. They shook hands, and one asked, "Do you recognize me?" The other replied, "No, I don't think we've met before." The first man smiled and said, "Not once, but 3 times we have met, twice before on this very train. I am the same beggar you once guided." The second man smiled in surprise and said, "Oh yes, you're the beggar I once refused to give alms to, and the second time I bought flowers from you. But where are you going now, dressed like this? What do you do these days?" The first man replied, "Yes, I was that beggar, but today I am a large-scale flower trader. I'm traveling to another city for business." He continued, "You taught me the law of nature, that we receive only when we give. This rule of exchange truly works. I always saw myself as a beggar, but when you told me I had become a businessman, I realized the truth. People weren't giving me alms, they were paying for my flowers. I was a trader in their eyes, but a beggar in my own mind. Once I changed my thinking, I invested the money I earned, bought more flowers, and became a flower merchant. People love flowers here, and their love made me a successful businessman." Both businessmen smiled and walked away together discussing their businesses. Lesson: this story teaches us that success begins with mindset. The rule of give and take governs life. If we see ourselves as small, we remain small. When we change our thinking, our life changes. Confidence, self-respect, and big thinking are the real keys to success.